speaking of things that are highly anticipated, the upcoming video game, we talked about this the other day, Hogwarts Legacy, is coming out tomorrow, I believe. I think it's the official launch. I mean, a bunch of users have gotten early advanced copies of it, all that kind of stuff, but I think tomorrow is the official launch of it.
10th.
It's the 10th? So yeah, that's tomorrow. So everybody's been buzzing about it. We talked about this the other day, about the popularity of the Wizarding World is still strong. We talked yesterday about the fact that, like, in Japan right now, 8 of the top 10 movies on streaming in Japan right now are all Harry Potter films, which is kind of crazy. And if you're wondering, is the Wizarding World still popular? Well, apparently it is, because according to reports that are going around, Hogwarts Legacy, which some gamers have been able to stream live on Twitch already, has just broken the record, the all-time record for most concurrent viewers ever watching a game. To put that into perspective, let's go over to the classroom for a minute here. In perspective, here's where the record holders were. Resident Evil, I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the number 10 spot, Resident Evil 2 was concurrently viewed by 314,000 people. The Quarry was 355. 12 Minutes was 363. Pokemon Legends Arceus, I'm thinking, 478. God of War Ragnarok got 478,000 concurrent viewers in its live stream. The Last of Us Part 2 at 500,000. Resident Evil Village is 655. Elden Ring, big jump up, got 910,000 concurrent viewers in its initial streaming. Cyberpunk 2077 was the record holder at 1.14 million. That was shattered now. Shattered by 130,000.
Wow.
As Hogwarts Legacy has set the new record at 1.27 million concurrent viewers. There's a lot of fascination, a lot of interest in this game. Actually, my wife Ann was up last night watching just playthroughs.
I told her not to watch anything because we're going to play it.
Well, she couldn't help herself, I guess. I came out of the room and she was in there watching this stuff. Look, I haven't watched a lot of this stuff, but in watching about 5 minutes of what Ann had on, my God, it's gorgeous. Like, I'm not a huge Potterhead, as most of you guys know, but like Ann is, and like she was almost in tears, like walking around the castle and around the grounds and all that kind of stuff. Like, it looked absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. And again, just speaking to the fact that I'm sure, Rob, you brought this up the other day, wondering if David Zaslav is going to be paying really close attention to the type of interest in this, because I think this is speaking a lot in high volume that there is still a lot of hunger for this Wizarding World of Harry Potter that's been around now for a couple of decades. And now look, concurrent viewing numbers and people being interested in how it looks are different than sales numbers. So we'll see in a week or so what kind of sales numbers it puts together, but it looks like this thing's as popular as ever. Rob, you hear about this? Does this surprise you? What are your thoughts?
No, I mean, I'm always talking about how the entertainment of today is different than it was, say, when I was growing up. When I was in high school, movies were the thing. But video games now people are as excited, if not more excited, because the thing about video games that's changed is that as a player, you're the center of the narrative. And I think that is a fundamental change from when I was a kid, when I was watching passive entertainment. Now, video games were fun to play when I was a kid, but they weren't as sophisticated as they are now. And we're seeing the success of games like Last of Us, and I'm sure Hogwarts Legacy, like you said, it's gorgeous to look at. It's an event. It's an event for a generation of people that grew up with the Harry Potter franchise. Obviously, we're showing that it hasn't waned, certainly around the world. And to see a game like this, the real question, John, is when I was a kid growing up, people would make spin-off games, and they would always suck. You'd buy. I remember getting, like, what was it, Bounty Hunter for PlayStation 2, and I was all excited about it. I'm like, this game's lame. And now we've got these tie-in games that are so good, and there's so much time put into them. So I'm excited that this looks like, I love open sandbox games, and this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to play. I definitely want to delve into it. I'm curious to see what kind of combat there is, and magical. I mean, what's it like to play Quidditch? I want to know.
You don't get to play Quidditch in it.
What?
No, you don't get to play Quidditch. That's the one thing I saw. They have a Quidditch grounds. and you can fly around the Quidditch grounds, but you can't actually.
You
play
know
Quidditch
they're gonna have
games.
some downloadable.
Yeah, they'll have
Some
downloadable.
DLC later on.
DLC's coming in about 6 months.
I'm glad you brought up the sales thing, the aspect of it, because like for me, if I watch any unboxings, any playthroughs, it's to keep me from spending that money to get that to get that itch off of me. Because sometimes I'm very careful with what I spend my money on, especially because games are $70 now, and that's not even the full game sometimes.
Except
Yeah.
just
Yep.
look over
Like-
Ray's shoulder.
Yeah, so
He's real careful.
yeah.
Money.
Look.
Oh my gosh. I did find a quote from CNN. It says that gaming experts anticipate this to be a blockbuster release, easily selling 10 million copies, according to some estimates.
What?
That's nuts.
10 and at $50 a pop?
No, it'll be more than
70.
that.
70. Okay,
It's
70
probably
bucks
more
a
like
pop.
70 now. They've made the jump from the 60 to 70s.
Yeah, it's going to make a lot of money.
That's
And they say it costs about 150 million to make this game.
yeah. I mean it's blockbuster film cost.
And they're talking making 700 million in sales.
I mean that's the business to get into. Of course, it takes how many years of development?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think we mentioned this on the show before, but on Monday, a little bit later today, by the way, for those of you who tried to watch me play badly play
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was fun.
in
we got the
Breath of the
droppers
Wild,
down.
we had computer issues, but we think we fixed them. It wasn't internet issue; it was computer, but we fixed them. We're going to do a little bit more of that today, but on Monday, we're going to be doing play and chat, playing Hogwarts Legacy. So that should be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Hogwarts Legacy cracks the all-time Twitch concurrent viewership record by a lot, as a matter of fact. Do you think that's going to translate into sales? What do you think that says, if anything, about the popularity of the Wizarding World right now? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, Rocket Money. The average person has around 12 paid subscriptions. Think about that. If you think you're only subscribed to a handful of services, you might want to double check. With Rocket Money, you can quickly identify and cancel all of your unwanted subscriptions. Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitor your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Rocket Money will quickly and easily identify your subscriptions for you so you can stop paying for the ones you don't want and don't even use. Simply find the subscription you don't want and press cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. No more long hold times with customer service or tedious emailing back and forth. Rocket Money makes canceling subscriptions as easy as the click of a button. My wife Ann and I moved out of Burbank 2 years ago, and one of the first things I discovered when I loaded up Rocket Money was that I was still paying for a gym membership I haven't even been to in Burbank in 2 years. So stop throwing away your money. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/Campea. That's rocketmoney.com/Campea. rocketmoney.com/Campea.